Welcome back to my channel. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hi, hello, good morning and good night. My name is Jaime Banks and I am here to help you slay. So today's video, we are going to be testing out setting my face with the Johnson & Johnson's baby powder. So I've seen a lot of other people do it, and so I figure I will just give it a try to see if it really does give you like that satin finish. Because I've heard people say it's just as great as Airspun, just as great as Laura Mercier, just as great as the Marc Jacobs, you know what I mean? So I'm just trying to see how this will look and how this will set. And the only thing I'm worried about is just seeing if it will be making me look pale as hell, like a ghost, and having a gray cast on my face, which isn't cute. And this will be my first chit chat get ready with me because I've never done those before. So we're gonna do not only a challenge, but we're also gonna talk. So we get to chit chat, chill, and just, you know, get to know me a bit. All right, guys. So the first thing I'm gonna go in with is my Fenty primer. And we're just going to use that on the skin to get everything started. All right. So I'm just going to go ahead and put that all over the face. All right. So you guys won't even believe what happened to me the other day. So the other day I had a doctor's appointment, right? For the longest time, I always thought I was allergic to shellfish, right? So for those who don't know, I am half black and I am half Portuguese. So on my mom's side, I am Portuguese, and on my dad's side, I'm African American. And when I was younger, I've always had like it was not really a bad reaction because I could tolerate being around shellfish. It was just the fact that I couldn't consume it, right? So the last time I even ate shellfish, I was like 11 years old, and I remember eating clams. And I just remember when I was eating the clams, something just didn't sit right. From what I remember when I ate the clams, I vomit, and I just didn't know why. But it was the same thing when I ate shrimp, when I ate crab, lobster. All right, so now that the primer is done, we're gonna go in, just because I haven't used this in a while, or in the past few videos I haven't used it. We're gonna go in with the Cover FX Enhancing Drops. And of course, I'm just gonna put that everywhere to just give my makeup a glow. So anyway, because I remember at a very young age, I've never been allergic to anything. Like, I was able to eat everything and anything and not have a problem. So then a couple days ago, I went to the doctor just to see if, you know, because normally at a certain age, you can outgrow, you know, what you're allergic to, from what I was told. They did a prick test on my back. And so they were just hopeful and seeing whether or not if any of the allergies was positive or negative, right? So they're over here pricking me to death. And throughout the entire time, I'm over here like, yeah, I'm okay. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I'm doing just fine. Right? So then after about 10 minutes, they go ahead and check to see if I have any type of reaction on my back. All right, you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and use a kabuki brush to go ahead and brush this out. During the meantime, I'm over here just like, I'm not in pain, because after they pricked me, it wasn't painful, but it was just like waiting for them to get a reaction. So after about 10 minutes, the doctor comes in and looks at my back and tells me, Jaime. I'm like, What? So then the doctor tells me, unfortunately, it came back positive for shellfish. And then I was so heartbroken. The doctor was saying that you normally can outgrow some allergens, right? But the weird part is like, I could eat salmon, I could eat tilapia, I could eat tuna. Like, I have no problem with regular fish. Let me know in the comments below what you guys had before. And let me know, like, I would like to know a little bit more about you guys. Like, if you guys are allergic to anything. Like, I don't want to feel like I'm the only one that feels like I'm allergic to something, you know? So now, I'm going to go ahead and color correct using my LA Pro Girl Concealer in orange. I found this product at CVS, which I was so happy to have found because I told you guys I was looking for something else other than lipstick. So I moved on and I actually bought a real color corrector and it's full coverage. So I was really happy about that because with my Color Sensational lipstick I was using as a color corrector, it wasn't really full coverage. Like you could still see the gray cast underneath it. So after the doctor's office, she did give me a prescription for an EpiPen in case I broke out or something was to happen where I couldn't breathe, which I'm like, okay, I'll fill the prescription. And luckily my insurance did cover the one that I needed, but it wasn't like I needed, honestly, I didn't even use it because of the fact that, I mean, I was doing just fine, you know? All right, you guys, so now I'm gonna go ahead and blend it all out. It's so funny. I ended up calling my mom and I was like, Mom. And she was like, what? And I'm like, Mom, are you guys allergic to anything that I don't know about? And she was like, no, I'm not allergic to anything. I don't know why. Because she knew that for the longest time, I would tell her, like, I can't do seafood. So when I called her, she was like, I don't know why, because your dad wasn't allergic to anything. You know, I'm not allergic to anything. Your sister, she's not allergic to anything. So I'm like, why don't shellfish like me? Like, I like shellfish. Why don't they like me though? Like, why? All right, you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and prime my eyes using the Fenty Amplifying Eye Primer. And I like to prime my eyes first before I go in with my makeup, just because it's really tacky and I really like that. And it holds all of the shadows in place. So that's the one thing I love about this Fenty eye primer. So yeah, just let me know in the comments, you guys, like, what are you guys allergic to? Like, do you guys relate to my situation? Like, I'm gonna go ahead and blend that out. I found out one of my coworkers, when I did work with her, she was allergic to watermelon. And I looked at her so crazy, like, what? I was like, you gotta be kidding me. You cannot be allergic to watermelon. Watermelon is probably one of the best fruits that you could ever have. But based off what she told me, she can't do like no concentrate. She can't do like nothing watermelon, like no popsicles, no juice, like no substitute, no nothing. And I feel like it's the same thing with me too. Like if I were to go out and buy, like, let's say ramen noodles, right? Or the cup of noodles. The cup of noodles come in like different flavors, like shrimp and Cajun and beef or whatever. Unfortunately, I couldn't do that. Even though it's not real shrimp or shrimp like substitute, I still can't do that because I'll swell up. All right, you guys, so for foundation, I'm gonna dip into my Maybelline Fit Me Matte Foundation, and to give me a little bit more coverage, I'm gonna go in with my Fenty Beauty Foundation in number 390. And we're gonna pour some of this on here. And just for the record, I am using my Real Technique sponge to blend it out. Like, do you guys know your family history? Because I know, like, on both of my sides of the family, I have high blood pressure. So I know what my history is with my mom's side and my dad's side. So it's really nice to know what your guys' family history is to see what they're allergic to. And I have a really good relationship with my grandma. So when I talk to my grandma all the time, like I ask her, like, what are you allergic to? And do you have any, you know, health crises that I need to know about when I get to your age? Like, do I need to worry about something, you know? Like, what are the concerns that I need to worry about? And it's nice to have those open conversations because at least you get to know, like, do you guys suffer from like breast cancer? Do you guys suffer from Alzheimer's? All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and add the Fenty Beauty. Yeah, we're gonna go back with this Real Techniques sponge. I'll try and be cute and just put it on the face. That didn't work. So I'm gonna go back in with this 390 and put that on my face.
But to my great surprise, ever since I looked in your eyes, I had one question for you.
I don't know about you guys, but I just love full coverage. I mean, anytime that a makeup brand can just cover me from head to toe, we the best of friends. Cool beans. So now what we're going to do is go in with the Tarte Shade Tape Concealer. And we're just going to go ahead and highlight under the eyes. Like, I'm not trying to scare you guys. That's not my intent. I just think it's really important to know your family history and to always, you know, it's just nice to know what you're allergic to. It's nice to know what you guys can't, you know, have. Like I said, some people are allergic to like over-the-counter medication. Some people are allergic to penicillin. You know what I mean? It just really depends on what your body's not used to or what it just automatically will reject. All right, you guys. So to blend out my highlight, or no. To blend out my concealer, I'm gonna use my Fenty Precision Sponge. And I just really like Tarte as a company. I know a lot of people don't because of the controversy for the Shade Tape Foundation. But I really do like the brand because it worked for me. I'm just being honest. It worked for me and I had no problem with, you know, with their Shade Tape foundation. And luckily on the first time I ever shopped there for the foundation, they had my shade. So I was really skeptical on that. Cool beans, that concealer is blended. Okay, so now for contour, I'm gonna just go in with my Ulta Cream Foundation in Deep Cool. You know what I like to do? I like to use the contour cream on the high points of my cheekbones. Normally, I know some people like to just go all the way down here, which I'm like, no, I learned from trial and error not to do that because that's not cute. So I know Nicole Concilio, because I do follow her, she actually does it higher because when you do blend it, it can get a little muddy. So I learned a trick from her to start from, like my cheekbone starts right here, right? So I wanted to go higher because when you blend it out, it'll look even. So I'm gonna go up here and blend down just like that. And I'm gonna do it to the other side as well. And for some of those who don't like my nose contour, get in line because no one else likes it too. But it's okay, I like it. The one thing I would stress you guys on is just making sure that your health is good. Like I try to get a physical, like the last time I had a physical was in December. So every December, I like to just go in just to make sure that I'm good. I just go to my family doctor just to make sure everything's in line, make sure my health is okay. I know I'm not in the most healthiest of shapes, which I totally understand. But my goal here is by next summer to hopefully be snatched on the beach, drinking Sex on the Beaches and Mai Tais and adioses. Schedule an appointment to go see your family doctor. Because I went to go see an allergist and they took my insurance. So just make sure that they take your insurance and just see, you know, it's good to see what you're allergic to. And all they'll do is just prick your back with 80 different needles. 80. I know, it was a lot. 80 different needles. All right, you guys, so now it's time for the eyebrows. I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyebrows off camera, and I'll be right back.
2 hours later.
Hi, guys. The doctor is in, and we're back in session. And I took the time to highlight the bridge of my nose. Because, you know, I just had to. You know what? So I can look extra snatched real quick. I'm gonna go in with my Tarte Shape Tape in light neutral and just pop that right there, right there, right there, and up there. I like doing this because I like my under eye to be bright, and it gives you that illusion that, you know, that you're awake, and it gives you that extra snatchery that you want. Ooh, Becky, we over here looking snatched, baby. I think it's about that time, guys, that we set the face. So I'm going in with the Johnson & Johnson baby powder, and I'm just going to be using another Real Technique sponge to set it. Now, we're going to be doing this in 2 different ways. We are going to set my face first. Then, of course, I still have to bronze, and I still am going to bake. And look, this might be a really inexpensive way to not have to spend money on luxury brands. You know what I mean? Like, this could technically be a new way of saving money. Oh, and it's getting everywhere already. Okay. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is put the Johnson & Johnson into an empty lid like this. So I'm just going to put that, I'm just going to squeeze that on there. Oh. And it's so white, like whiter than white itself. Oh my God, I totally, oh, woo! Wow, that's really not that bad. Look, Johnson & Johnson is coming for Laura Mercier right now, because the type of finish that this gives me is very Laura Mercier. Oh, wow. I'm kind of shook right now. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of shook. So we're gonna go ahead and do the forehead. And it smells so good. I totally forgot the smell of baby powder. I don't know how, but I totally forgot the smell. And just so you guys know, I do also have smile lines. So like I have a really bad one over here. So I'm just making sure I give that some extra attention. Like I know it's hard to see, but it's like all right here. And if it does look like it is too much powder, it is. Okay, so clearly there's something in this baby powder that is giving me a very satin finish. Like, it's really soft. It's for a baby. Why wouldn't it be soft? But there's something in it. And I do like the fact that it's not making me look gray. So I'm gonna go ahead and dust it off. I'm shook. I'm not gonna lie. I'm very shook right now. This is just, oh my God. My skin feels so velvety. Like it feels like velvet. This is definitely going to change the game for me. I'll be honest, like I know other people have used this before. I know this is like a really old challenge, like really, really old. Again, I just started up my YouTube this year. So I'm just now getting into the feel of things just to like try different things out. But the fact that this baby powder just set my whole face, y'all better go out and get some. All right, so for contour, I'm going in with the Too Faced Dark Chocolate Matte Soleil Bronzer. Because you know that's what it's called. You know what this smells like? It smells like Cocoa Puffs. Like I know for those who are familiar with Cocoa Puffs, that's exactly what this smells like. So I'm using my angled contour brush and I'm just gonna go in and bronze up, baby. And I really do like this bronzer because it's really warm. And for those who don't know, warm tones are more, I don't know, warm. Like cool tones make you look darker. Warm tones make you look brighter, more warm, more luscious. Like you will know the difference between warm tone and cool tone. Like warm tones are just not as harsh. And that's what I like about this bronzer is it's not as harsh. You know what I mean? And then I'm also just going to go ahead and chisel out my chin. I don't know why I started doing this. I think I started doing this because I felt like everybody else did too. And for some reason, I liked it. So I'm just putting it in my routine now whenever I like to bronze up. Y'all don't need to know what I eat past midnight. All right, so now that I'm bronzed up, I'm just gonna bake a little bit, just a little bit. All right, you guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and let this sit for about 10 minutes. Then what I'm gonna do is just to rush this up, I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of my face off camera, and then I'll be right back and give you guys my final thoughts.
2 hours later.
What's up, you guys? I am back. Look, I might have clocked out early, but you know what, Rebecca? I am here to cover the rest of my shift. And I am done. Woo. Yes. Woo. Ah, that's that Bella Pierre, baby. That Bella Pierre. So I am back. I am here to give you guys feedback on my actual look. I'm here to give you guys a check-in. So yeah, this Johnson & Johnson got me covered. Look, it had me on fleek. And this is literally like 12 hours. I've been gone for 12 hours. So now that I am back, I'm about to go to bed. I am over here digging my look. I will put in the description box below what I used. So yeah, I am very happy with the results for the Johnson & Johnson as a setting powder, as a baking powder. I mean, look, like I have no, look, y'all gonna be all up in my pores. I mean, I have no creasing there, no creasing there. This is the first time I've ever had no creasing around my nose or on my smile lines. So, yeah, this right here is a win. So for all you moms out there who just so happen to have baby powder laying around, I just think this is a fun challenge to do. I recommend it for everyone to try it if you haven't already. So yeah, I hope you guys liked this video, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. If you a real one, click on that button. All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching my review on this Johnson & Johnson powder. You guys have a good night, a good morning, wherever you're at, good afternoon, and last but not least, stay snatched. I love you guys so much. Bye.